take 2 for this test today. Welcome to the INSCYD Power Performance Decoder Test Protocol. All right, we'll get this shared out and give a little description. We'll get this going today. We were on yesterday, a little bit of a kid flat, but should be good today. Should be good. It's a little bit later in the day. We've got that, but we should be good. ERG is on. We'll make sure that is. It is. Start the timer. Very good. Make sure shoes are tight. Right arms are flowing. Turn that bad boy on. Thank you. This is fantastic, Megan. Let's get this shared. Right. Okay, the share out. And a nice middle gear. Get warmed up. All right, no whammy, no whammy. Thanks, that. Done that. Have fun. Oh, really? Oh, kid flat, George? Or, yeah. Or the INSCYD test. All right, we're gonna do a couple metrics here. Thanks for the no whammy, no whammy. Hopefully we're good, we're good. It's a long test, man. Cut out 2 hours. It's a good amount of time. Especially with, you know, all the work that we put into it. You know what I mean? So, super important. But yeah, if you're just joining in, let me get everything all dialed in. Make sure we're live and streaming. Perfect. We're good to go. Twitch is running. YouTube's running. Facebook's running. All right. Looks like the stream views are coming up. All right. So I've got about 7 minutes for the warm up here. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to get a kind of 100-foot view. 100-foot view of 100-foot view of what we'll be doing today, and kind of go from there. All right. So give a second here.
One after the other, they're feasting. Everybody else is having their fun, but it's not going to be them. Stick out of the line. Oh my goodness, what a sprint!
At the highest level of sports performance, even the smallest detail can make the difference between winning and losing. Everybody wants to gain an advantage over their competitors. But to gain that edge, you first need to know where to find it. How to find that additional room for improvement? To push a bit harder, sprint faster, climb better, last that extra bit longer than your rivals. Beginning from this season, Team Bora Hansgrohe will have a leading edge over their rivals. Team Bora Hansgrohe will chase down every aspect of the performance of their riders and identify and maximize possibilities to improve each one of them. They will have a unique understanding of the performance of their riders, train smarter than any other team in the peloton, fuel better, win more races, and ultimately have more fun. From 2018 on, Team Bora Hansgrohe uses the world's most advanced physiological performance analysis software. Team Bora Hansgrohe uses INSCYD.
INSCYD is already in some other Olympic sports, but as a novum in the World Tour. We stand for a modern and innovation cycling team, and I'm really happy INSCYD is a part of that.
It creates a holistic analysis of an athletic performance, leaving no aspect aside, allowing Team Bora Hansgrohe to capture every detail of the performance of their riders.
It's a perfect tool to know exactly which way you have to go, right or left.
For sure, these tests and numbers could help to improve, the coaches.
INSCYD brings lab test accuracy where it matters, on the road. Performance is assessed in the environment the riders compete in, making the data more relevant and applicable to racing.
During the year, we had problems to get continuous data from the riders. The riders hate lab testing. It's artificial, it's sweating, the ergometer is never their bike. We can do a simple field test with lactate and get the same result out of it.
I think it's more real if you are on your own bike outside.
That's a key part for us to keep track of the riders' performance during the year. And INSCYD gives us the perfect tool to do that.
INSCYD is the perfect tool for any athlete who wants to get the most out of each training session. It's no surprise Team Bora Hansgrohe and the world champion make INSCYD their first choice.
There you go. There you go. Oh, get the camera down up there. So today we'll be running a test. Check that out. Today we'll be running a test that, oh, was I running that through? Oh no, hopefully not. Should be good. So today we'll be running a test that will include 20 seconds, 3 minutes, 6 minutes, and 10 minutes. And I need a break to go pee. Dang it. 10 minutes after the sprint. Good after that. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're first gonna figure out what gear we're gonna need to be able to put out the most amount. The first test today is gonna be seated 20-second interval. Yeah. Yep. I did. Yeah, that's the hardest part, George. Under 0.5 watts per kilogram. Yeah. Yeah, I tried to do this test yesterday. It didn't work out, so called it. And we're headed to do it again. Are you happy with the results? George, how long have you been using the INSCYD power targets and stuff? I'm at about 6 months now. What's your take on it? And obviously, you're working with an INSCYD coach as well, so definitely looking into that. Yeah, that is the one I'm doing. I'm doing the pro. So much must stay seated is what we're looking at. Yeah, so must stay seated for this. Totally understand that. I'm gonna try to really keep the upper body solid here. I do a lot of kind of thrashing. I'm gonna see, do my best, kind of holding that body core real tight, and keep that real secure. So that should be good. All right, if you just joined in on Twitch, welcome. Thanks for holding on Facebook there, everybody. I know it's midday, evening, heading into early evening across the pond. So we're looking for peak power to occur in this opening 6 seconds, and we're gonna hang on. So I've got a couple gears in mind that I'm gonna try here, and we'll go from there. Thanks to you. It's only 9:30 on the burning coast, right? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That was 85 in the garage. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna spin this down. All right, so we'll free ride. That'll take ERG off. and allow me to do 2 times 6 to get a feel for the resistance. We're gonna need 90 seconds. Yeah, we must start the sprint for under. Oh, me too. Yeah, around June. Me too, early June. All right, so let's bring this down. All right, let's get under there. So what I'm thinking, this gear here. No gear changes. Get under 0.5 watt per kilo. Really got to focus here. Lower. Almost nothing on the pedal. Here we go. 5, 4, yeah, I like that gear. I'll try one less. I have a feeling it's just a little high. I did this yesterday too. I guess I could try one lower. I felt like I spun out. We'll give a second to spin here. We'll try one other gear, just in case. Yeah, try a different gear for sure. Yeah. There we go. All right, let's bring it down. Let's try a different gear here. Real slow. Ten seconds still. Pause. There's more power than the other. Too small of a gear. That makes sense. All right. ERG is going to take us through. All right, we got 10 minutes. I'm going to go use a restroom. And I'll be right back. In the meantime, too much fluid. I'll talk about that when I started.
Riding for Team Jumbo Visma.
Testing for us is, of course, really important to know how to train, especially talking about what I'm doing, so the combination between cyclocross and road racing. INSCYD helped me a lot to train on my fat max zone. This is less important for cyclocross, and this is what we saw also in the INSCYD test, that it's not that my VLA max is not is a little bit too high. And afterwards we started training a lot more fat max trainings, so that I will be able in the longer classics to keep my sugars for the final and not waste them already in the beginning. Here in Spain, for example, I always do it uphill, and then it's 4 repetitions of 20 minutes during longer training. Always on the power for me is approximately 350 watts, and I go 3 minutes on a high cadence, 2 minutes on low cadence, and repeat this until the 20 minutes are over. In November we did the INSCYD test, and there my VLA max was a bit too high, and it turns out that my peak performance was pretty good, but somehow during the races I was not able to follow the high intensity for longer than a few laps, so I always have to slow down to recover a little bit. So the sign of the test said that this was necessary to bring down the VLA max a little bit more, so I was able to ride on a higher pace for longer time. It really helped to
really seeing that for sure over the last 6 months.
Get a clear origin of the problem, let's say. So yeah, it showed me and my trainer where we need to work on, and this really helped us a lot.
Wow, Van Aert, it's a drag race.
Here we go. City, reactivate. All right, 10 minutes here. DRG activated. We got jams going. We do. Maybe something a little bit more jammy, more than just the chill. Let's get some hype tracks going. Hey, what's going on, Owen? We've got the INSCYD power performance decoder test. Just did a couple sprints to figure out what gear that I'll be using to make this happen. Yeah, so some of the things that we'll be looking at today, something called VLA Max, which might be something new for a lot of people. And essentially, that's your ability to create like really high-end anaerobic power. And so with that, it'll give you an idea of your balance between essentially your aerobic power or your FTP making power and your high-end carb burning power. Produce rather than clear. Yeah, so then with those numbers, what you can derive is a power in which you can clear that same lactate. Yep. Yeah, so lactate's not always a bad thing. It is something that needs to be produced and then also cleared, and you need to be efficient at that. And the way you do that is work in very specific zones, and that's something that a lot of us miss. So over-unders would be a more general way to kind of understand the zones that you'll be working. Essentially, you've got to get those zones right. But really, your over, in my experience, at least in the last 6 months, needs to be in the VO2 range versus just over threshold. But going back to VLA Max, what you really want to do is you want to be less of a carbohydrate burner, which we hear a lot about in the media, and you want to be able to produce high levels of power, still burning other fuels like fats that are on board, that sort of thing. That allows you to save for those times. So across the board, knowing this number, along with the VO2 number, your FTP, your fat carb metabolic crossover point can be super, super useful. Get this spinning. But what we find is that your ability to convert or burn carbohydrates tells how efficient you are at creating power. Another way to think about this too is also when we do tests that are shorter, let's say ramp tests, they focus a lot more on VO2 numbers, right? Where are we at? 5 minutes to the first test. We all know that it's kind of biased towards the VO2 side. So if you burn the VO2, just meaning the power zone, not your actual VO2 number, so that's a lot of times where the confusion ends up being. where people think their VO2 is related to that VO2 range, but when in fact your ability to work that range allows you to increase your ability to be efficient or still feel aerobic or maximally aerobic during that zone. But so going back to tests like the ramp test, 10-minute, 8-minute, shorter. 8-minute test and shorter. Those things are more biased towards the higher VO2 numbers for 20 minutes plus all the way up to the 60-minute power. Can tell you more about the aerobic side of things because that starts to drain off and you're no longer using as much of the high-end aerobic side to kind of falsely increase those numbers. All right, so we're gonna get ready to drop this down and we'll go from there. First one's a 20-second sprint. Could take got a good number of viewers there on Twitch and Facebook. Can take bids on what the peak power is going to be. If someone can keep an eye open and see what it is, I'll be pretty cross-eyed through the whole thing. So we get one chance to do it. We're going to hold on for 20 seconds and hold on for dear life. I'm going to really try to lock in my upper body, really transfer all the energy, locking the elbows, shoulders, core, and really get all the power down to the pedals. Do our best we can. Sustained peak. So what they're going to be looking at, Owen, is going to be what I can produce in that first 6 seconds to 10 seconds. Really, we'll take the 10 seconds there. Is what it'll take us to. Yeah. Hey! What's up? What's up, Andy? All right, so we're 90 seconds. We're gonna dial this back, get ourselves about half a watt. We're gonna see how this first sprint goes. I wanna say ballpark was above 1,000 last time, but I won't give away the prize. You guys can guess. See what you guys think will be the sprint numbers today. But if you're just joining in on Twitch, welcome, welcome. 1338. Very specific, Brew. I like it. I like it. Hey, reload my... So, there you go. What do you think, Owen? Andy, what are you thinking? Let's see who else is lurking back here. Natano 07. Barrel Iron, Commander Root. All right, what do you think? 1360, don't let me down. All right, I'll do my best, my friend. I'll do my best. So far, looking good. All right, we're gonna dial this back. We're gonna go to free ride. Hey, Jerry. What's going on? Welcome, we're taking bids. We're taking bids on peak powers for this sprint. I'm gonna bring the down. We'll bring this down about 1 watt or so. Ooh. Ooh. Here we go. 90 seconds. We'll drop it lower. Nice and slow. All right, Jerry, taking top bids. Yeah. Down, drop it down. Here we go. Let's switch views here. Hey, Jules. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I don't know about that, Jerry. We'll see. All right, so I'm in the sprint gear. Try to really lock everything in here. Must stay seated and keep everything down. Is this a newer? I'll give you a minute. I'll answer you in just a minute, Sir Nasty. All right, we're gonna grip down tight. Thanks, Atana. Hey, Coach Mike. It's the hardest part of the test. What'd you see? What'd you see? Did I see 14? Oh, Coach Mike's gonna be so mad. Nice. Oh no! ERG won't come out. There we go. Ooh. Just in time, Mike. Wow. Oh man. Just in time. Recovery. Hydrate and smile. So if you have questions about the protocol we're doing, Sir Nasty, John Michael On is here from Team On, and he's the INSCYD coach that I'm working with. This is really exciting. So we've got 15 minutes recovery. Get some fuel in. So I've got 30 grams of the scratch, of the new scratch product, plus your dextrin. Oh man. Oh, we gotta see that clip. Oh, we can go back and watch that. No. I pull it up. Oh man. Hardest part is over. Right in below, right? Yeah, here, we'll pull it back. Let's turn down the audio. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, it started fading. 111. Oh, maybe I should change for any other gear. Dude. Ow. Man. Look at that. No. 56-12. No, 50-12. 50-12. 50-12 is what it was. That's nuts. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Nice work. No, so no gear change. There's 2 test sprints at the beginning that give us information. Yeah, write down. Oh yeah, same one. I wrote it down though. Sorry. So old school. I have all my paper zones written down on a piece of paper on the wall. Yeah. Yeah, 50-11 seemed really hard at the bottom to produce the peak power right away. I did try it a little bit lower. It was also my second one. So. One interesting thing that we did was like pre-workout fueling for today was essentially, what was it? A gram of carbohydrate per kilogram of weight, and ending up being around 500 mils. Did the trainer have enough? Yeah, it's a free ride. I guess I could go 1 gear because it does go free ride during that. I'm not in free ride now, so I can't adjust it. Yes, we could tweak that. It would move me up the cassette, but this seems to be the one that I use. The level for most of my workouts, right? Use about 40%. Allows me to use the whole cassette. Kind of a range. We got a good amount of time here. Let's see. Anything else interesting we got? We weren't here earlier. I'm gonna take a quick break so I can hydrate. Give you guys a chance. Oh, Zwift, remember the level? Oh, did. I guess I can check. Let's see. Up. Make sure I get the power on. VRG off. Plus, right? Yeah. That's usually the level I ride at the most. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they remembered it. So here's some real good information of Teams Bora using INSCYD. So I'll drop you that.
One after the other, they're feasting. Everybody else is having their fun, but it's not going to be them. Together the line. Oh my goodness, what a sprint!
At the highest level of sports performance, even the smallest detail can make the difference between winning and losing. Everybody wants to gain an advantage over their competitors. But to gain that edge, you first need to know where to find it. How to find that additional room for improvement? To push a bit harder, sprint faster, climb better, last that extra bit longer than your rivals. Beginning from this season, Team Bora Hansgrohe will have a leading edge over their rivals. Team Bora Hansgrohe will chase down every aspect of the performance of their riders and identify and maximize possibilities to improve each one of them. They will have a unique understanding of the performance of their riders, train smarter than any other team in the peloton, fuel better, win more races, and ultimately have more fun. From 2018 on, Team Bora Hansgrohe uses the world's most advanced physiological performance analysis software. Team Bora Hansgrohe uses INSCYD.
INSCYD is already in some other Olympic sports, but is a novum in the World Tour. We stand for a modern and innovation cycling team, and I'm really happy INSCYD is a part of that.
It creates a holistic analysis of an athletic performance, leaving no aspect aside, allowing Team Bora Hansgrohe to capture every detail of the performance of their riders.
It's a perfect tool to know exactly which way you have to go, right or left.
For sure, these tests and numbers could help to improve, the coaches.
INSCYD brings lab test accuracy where it matters, on the road. Performance is assessed in the environment the riders compete in, making the data more relevant and applicable to racing.
During the year, we had problems to get continuous data from the riders. The riders hate lab testing. It's artificial, it's sweating, the ergometer is never on their bike.
We like consistency.
We can do a simple field test with lactate and get the same result out of it.
I think it's more real if you are on your own bike outside.
That's a key part for us to keep track of the riders' performance during the year, and INSCYD gives us the perfect tool to do that.
INSCYD is the perfect tool for any athlete who wants to get the most out of each training session. It's no surprise Team Bora Hansgrohe and the world champion make INSCYD their first choice.
Hey, what's going on, Nathan? Oh, man. Sorry, man. Yeah, no idea. What's going on, Nathan? Thanks for joining in, man. It means a lot to me. Can it tell me if I'm being weak or just being a weenie? Yeah, it can. Yeah, it can. So essentially, let me dial this back. What it'll tell you is each of your zones, right? So you remember, a lot of times we just do percentages of FTP for our athletes. Anywhere from 110 and 120 is VO2. So what you'll get is an actual graph, I don't think I have it, which will show you how much lactate you're producing at certain levels. So what you'll be able to do is train different zones and be able to design a workout that will, one, either allow you to be able to do continued amounts of work at longer levels, or you can switch that up and then be able to practice or train the body to more efficiently remove lactate. We always have chosen a very broad 55 to 70% of active recovery depending on the effort. But what you'll get from this test is the part of the curve that specifically tells you how quickly you are clearing lactate. And man, over the last 6 months, it works. I mean, as coaches, we always tell riders to do active recovery, but what if you could tell them to ride 203 watts and they'd be able to do another 4-minute effort at this 112%, let's say, again and again, 4 minutes on, 4 minutes off, let's say. It's nuts. But yeah, for coaches, it's a game changer. For athletes, when you get to this level where FTP has served its purpose and you're creating those watts, yeah, it's definitely interesting. What's the other part? The other part is it can tell you if you're more of a carbohydrate burner, more carb heavy on and needing to fuel to make the power that you're making, or vice versa, if you're more of a fat burner, creating the power. Obviously, endurance is king, but riding at that correct zone, super important. You know, we choose different variables to build that endurance, but again, what if I could tell each rider that after, what is it for me? That after 210 watts, you're no longer burning fats as a fuel. But that isn't exactly where Zone 2 would end for me. And could you improve on that over 6 months of very specific training to bring that fat metabolism up? or at some point, a lot of riders will essentially peak out doing their endurance training and not get benefit. But that zone is actually moving with them as they get better. Their efficiency is changing. So, all right, I got 90 seconds here. Carbs in, water in. Got 3 minutes. Thanks, Onyx. Thanks for the host, man. Gotta get zoned in for this one. One minute. We're going 3 minutes. We're gonna go a little bit of a lower cadence if we can. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go. 45 seconds here. Seated. 40 seconds. $30 seconds. Come on. Audio's good. 20 seconds. Here we go. Find that gear. It should go off ERG. 8 seconds. 2, 1, 0. Go. Well, there's the average. $90 seconds, come on. Ah. Yeah. Come on. Come on, ARG. Shit. Yeah, maximal. Oh. Oh. Thanks for the hydrate. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, it's live. Check it. Let me know, Andy. I'm watching. Oh. Thanks, guys. Oh. Oh. Oh no, I don't. No, I must have been on accident. I must have been playing with the up and downs. Well, good thing is that bias won't matter on this test since it's free ride. We should be okay. Should be cool. Jerry earlier was asking if the trainer had enough resistance. I was forgetting if it's page up or down or plus or minus. Oh, thanks, Andy. Thanks for checking for us. All right, 16 minutes. Yeah, not a huge difference. But really, what it does is just edge the recovery. ERG only controls the recovery. Thanks for following, man. Nathan, I appreciate that. Decoder is maxing out. How come? Huh. Pretty solid otherwise. Oh. 509. Definitely on the high end. You get this heart rate back. Yes. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Either way. Oh. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Numbers here helps. Between here, Facebook, unless we got pinged on Facebook. What have you done? I did 20 seconds, and that was a 3-minute. I've got 6 minutes left, and then 10 minutes. It's just going up in here. We're at 87 now. Gonna need another bottle of water. We'll do it 10 minutes here. Which number? All right. So we've got 13 minutes here. I'm gonna grab some water at the 10. Temp is coming way up. Pretty warm. Having trouble catching my breath here. Scratchy. Try to relax. Okay. Okay. Let's see how I feel in the next 5 minutes here. It's getting tough to breathe in here. Hey, Mike. Thanks for the follow. Let me grab some water. Be right back. All right. Okay, so I've got Coach Mike on the horn here from INSCYD. Having trouble taking breaths here. You got some water in. Got a 6-minute test left. So we have a chance to break this up if we need. Which I might. I don't think I'm carb deprived. Just having trouble taking breaths in. Hair's not as bad as it's been in the last couple days. Having trouble taking a deep breath. I've got the first half of the test. And we can do 6 and 10 minutes tomorrow, he said. Just, well, I'm leaning towards here. We'll do it early morning. We'll give it another minute or two. That was huge effort. Man, effort. Yeah. Stream. I know, Andy. Oh, I'm gonna write it out. It's pretty scratchy there. What I got? So, what do we got on the first two? Max peak 1442 on the peak for the 22nd, and Jerry called out 509 average. Yeah. So there is an option for the split here. I confirmed. We do the 20 and the 3 minute, and the 6 and the 10 minute. Got you there. Better though. All right. Looks like I'm gonna need to call it. I just can't breathe that well. Okay. We're gonna clean the air here in the garage another night. And we'll bring it back in the morning early. Tuesday morning early. 0500. We'll do the other part of the test. Sorry to disappoint. Get some hot water in so I can get this all calmed down. But thanks for joining in. We ended up with 509 average on the 3 minute test. And 1445. Hey John, Tong Tong TV, thanks. All right. No disappointment. Thanks, Onyx. All right, we'll catch everybody in the morning with more from the INSCYD desk. I can't do that for a minute. Oh man, I couldn't imagine doing it for 3. I just knew that I've done 470 on my lactate shuttling workout. So I know I could at least do 460. Yeah. All right, thanks again, everybody. I'll catch you on the next live stream tomorrow morning. Oh, 500%. Later.